Alright, let's get straight to it. Ah, fuck.
What do you get when a white guy turns gay? And stereotypically
ghetto black woman.
And what do you get when a white woman turns lesbian? An overly masculine and stereotypically ghetto
black man.
I mean, what do you get when a white woman turns lesbian? An overly
Like, okay, so like basically those blue shoes that are like these ones right here. Like this one right here. I like that right there. It's just that they're so overly baggy though, but I like these clothes. They're just so fucking, they're just so big though. The green shirt with the 5 I like. The hoodie I like. The chains, they might be fake. The shoes, yeah, I like. This I like, but also this I like. No, I already have a black one version of this one. But it's just that it's just so oversized.
Masculine and stereotypically ghetto
black man.
I mean, ever since Billie Eilish announced that she switched teams, turned lesbian,
she done turned into the albino soldier boy from the early 2000s.
And no offense at all, but when did the LGBT community include transracial as an option, bruh?
Yeah, like since when? But here's the thing, they be adding like all sorts of letters and all that stuff on street, but it's like, you know what, it gets to a point, man, fuck off though. It's already crazy enough that when it comes to the LGBT that they already exist because the fucking, even the Qs, they, because as I'm pushing P on them and all that though, I will also shit on them for the fact that it's like, that is not how God created us though. Like, goes against their biology. Like, there's something wrong with them. Like, here's the thing, I understand that those type of things exist, but I'm not gonna go ahead and say that that's okay. That goes against biology though. Now, taking us a biology outside of it though, I'm not like, here's the thing, it sounds like the thing is we should go ahead and accept it because that's the moral thing though. But sometimes, no, a lot of the times when people basically try to preach that morality shit, they're full of shit though. So we're leaving that out. But I don't know if this should be accepted though. But because it goes against biology, that's why I say shouldn't be. I have an issue with that because that's not how our bodies work. There's something wrong with them. And then they just go ahead and just add like the I's and the A's and then the HIVs and the HBMIs and then the PS5s and then no. And then the STIs with the HIVs. No wonder they need AIDS medications, though. I say that all the time, though. Because there's a couple of loose guys, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Even if that was transracial, even if that was a thing, though, that ain't flying either. Now, moving on, basically I would go ahead and say like it's absolutely okay for white people to, go ahead for like any non-blacks to go ahead and like try out our culture and all that stuff. What's three? I think, or maybe that's just me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe that's what shouldn't happen though. Now, but there's also, I do think about it right now. I kind of don't like that though. I kind of don't like that the thing is they dress like us, they move like us, this, that, one's three. Because that's not their culture, you know what I'm saying? But of course, the thing is, I understand it is nice, the food we make, the clothes we got, the hairstyles we created, the lingo. I get that though, and they want to basically have a taste of that. I understand. It's great. I get that, especially when it comes to the wedding food and the Thanksgiving dinner though, and also the white bitches wanting black dick so badly. I get it. So I guess like the thing is, I can't really blame them too much though, because our culture is really that great. So I guess that maybe if for some people I just gotta get used to that though, because the thing is, okay, I guess that the thing is, there's some people that I am fine with trying our culture, but not just anybody. Whereas there are those that are non-black that goes into the culture and they fuck it up though, you know what I'm saying? Some of them. That's the issue where it lies though, you know what I'm saying? Because even when it comes to me, I'm not Mexican or Hispanic though, but their culture is great. Like, I want to try the food that they have. I want to try the clothes they got. I even like their flags. Even their language is so nice as well. But I also understand that I am a guest in their culture. And there's also sometimes I want to make some music that also partakes, that basically blends within that though. But I think that maybe, fuck. Okay, so I guess that if I were to do so, I'm going to have to basically bring some Mexicans into the music though, because I'm not Mexican myself. So I suppose that the thing is I can actually bring some, like, I want to go ahead and make some Mexican music so badly. But I think that I should also go ahead and like bring in some Mexican vocalists, like Hispanics, Mexicans, Filipinos, and Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. I gotta bring some of their artists in, or some of their people in, as in like maybe like a guitarist or like a piano. As in like when it comes to creating the music though, I don't think I should make it myself. I guess I would go ahead and do so just to show them that I have the ability to do it. But I think that maybe it's best if I just go ahead and do it with them and not by myself for them. And I don't think they would really appreciate it when it's coming from me though, by the way. So it's like, you know what, I'm going to involve their own people as well, all that stuff. That's three. Because I really do like what they have. I don't want to be a cultural vulture. I don't want to culturally appropriate, you know what I'm saying? Or cultural appropriation. I don't want to do that.
And dear white people, don't just take this from me. One of y'all own kind said the exact same words.
Why do white people immediately after coming out act like the opposite gender but black? You know, Billie Eilish came out and immediately started acting like a black, like do-rag, wife beater, masculine, lower their voice, walk around like a thug. The thing with like white gay men acting like black women, and they immediately put on an accent and start like wearing long acrylic nails and putting hoops in their ears, like.
And after seeing,
it's not even just when it comes to white bitches, also white guys, basically anybody though. Maybe the Afro Mexicans and the Latinos can do so because they're very similar to us, due to our struggles and also the history. And yes, not every single, only Afro Mexicans, Afro Latinos, Afro, you know what I'm saying, can only say nigga though. Not just not Mexicans, not straight Mexicans, not straight Hispanics. They have to be at least like mixed with 25% black to do it.
this video, it kind of got me thinking.
White people are low-key having a huge hand in ruining modern-day black culture.
And it's not just modern day though. They've been doing this for the longest.
I mean, we all know what they did in the past, but god damn it, it's kind of repeating itself in the present. So today we're gonna talk about how some white people are low-key ruining.
But you know what I also hate, right? When it comes to even like the black culture and also the black music and everything in between, it's that the fact that it's like it's white men that basically profit off of all of this though. That's what I hate about this whole thing.
Hijacking current day black culture. Quick disclaimer, this does not apply to all white people, obviously. Don't try to wear the shoe if the shoe does not fit. And if the shoe fits,
What can I say, brother? I don't know.
brief editor's note, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 50K, I appreciate it. Now let's get started. Hairstyles. For black people, hairstyles have been a significant part of black.
I'm gonna go ahead and basically say this right here. When it comes to me though, in terms of anything though, if the shoe fits, I'm not gonna wear it if I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? If the shoe doesn't fit, I'm not gonna wear it. But if the shoe does fit, I'm not gonna wear it if I don't want to. So, but that's because the thing is that like things had to happen to me to become this way though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I basically explained it like in another video when it comes to the fandom the streamers though. I don't want to say it over and over again. Like watch my fandom streamer shit though. I said it there. Excuse me.
Culture. We got box braids, regular braids, cornrows, two-strand twists, dreadlocks, all of the above. All of which have been massively stigmatized by guess who? White people, especially in the corporate world. If you come in with locks or certain braid styles,
You're cooked, buddy. You look like a thug.
and the white lady's gonna lock their car doors whenever you walk by. Now, obviously that sucks, but you know what sucks even more is that some of these styles have been taken in today's day and colonized by white people. You might have heard of something
That's the yeah, honestly, fuck them. Fuck those people.
called a twist out. A twist out is essentially after you get your hair braided or twisted and you remove it and it has a curly pattern. I could actually do it right now. Now imagine I did this for my whole head. It would be pretty curly, right? Well, check this out, because white people have created a new thing that looks oddly familiar. We got Mamma Mia hair. Congratulations, my guy. You just achieved the freshest looking twist out, my brother. Welcome to the black community. You're invited to the cookout.
Psych, I'm lying.
That is the purest form of colonization and imperialization, if you ask me. They made
I agree.
edges into something called sticky bangs. Me and my sticky bangs against the world.
So I've been doing this hairstyle for the past 2 days,
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
and I'm just a little bit obsessed with it.
Okay, these might actually be sticky bangs. These ain't edges, I'll tell you that right now. If you're white and you're watching this video and you don't understand what I'm saying, here's how I would put it. Imagine you had the craziest recipe of green bean casserole. Everybody in the world said it was horrible. If you make this meal, you're not getting hired, and your entire family stood on business and continued to make this dish. Until one day, everybody was like, hold on, this is not too bad. Actually, we're gonna take this all for ourselves. Y'all might feel some type of way,
That is what I'm annoyed about. I hate that too.
right? That's exactly how I would describe it. Speech patterns. Now, everybody knows that there is a certain dialect that black people like to talk in called African American Vernacular English, Ebonics. If you ever heard a person say ax instead of ask, now obviously this type of speech is seen as ghetto, unprofessional, not real English. But recently on social media, a lot of these black terms have been colonized, bro. Like gyat, for example, or unk. They turned gyat into an acronym, bro. It means damn. It is an exclamation, all right? Like saying that somebody has a gyat makes no sense. It makes me
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. That's not what it is, though. It's more like it is an expression, like when you see a fat ass or something, like yeah, you know what I'm saying. So so yeah, I don't want to be too loud because there's people in the house. So yeah, just send money, get me out of here.
cringe inside, bro. And that's how I know the culture is in the wrong hands.
See, these terms that are from African American vernacular English are being turned into mainstream words and seen as slang.
But it's not slang. It came from somewhere. It's not just made up TikTok words. These are words that have been existing, been around, we've been using, we've been saying, and now recently popularized and turned into a whole new meaning. And essentially became a part of like meme culture, which is weird in itself. Unk is typically used.
And that's why the thing is, like, you know what? I literally even said that the thing is, it's just we've got enough reasons to now. It's to the point where it's like, you know what? We can basically be unapologetically black and be unreasonable with it, because they pushed it there. They took it there. So yeah, it's okay to basically be anti-white or anti anything that is against my people, against my culture, my creation, my brothers, my sisters, my cousins. You know what I'm saying? Even if it means we have to basically get rid of our own people that look like us but they're imposters, then fuck them too.
For an elderly black man. Nowadays, everybody is being called unk, bro. You could be 20 years old and you're an unk. Clothing styles. When Jordan 1s originally came out, they were not loved universally. And over time, after hip-hop culture, sneaker culture, Jordans quickly became one of the most loved shoe of all time, to a point where they eventually got pirated by folks like this.
This is who has the culture in a headlock right now.
Now, I'm not trying to say that all resellers are white and white resellers are the problem, but what I am trying to say is that there is an oddly similar
Nah, but here's the thing though, like, it's their people that are the problem. I'm not gonna say white people individually are the problem, but their people collectively is the issue.
pattern when it comes to things being invented by black people, originally hated by white people, and then became loved by white people. And I can point to a number of different things in fashion, like grills, like chains, like streetwear. Streetwear was also extremely synonymous with hip-hop culture. And nowadays, you know, everybody of all colors be rocking it, which is not a problem in my opinion. But once again, you gotta acknowledge where you got that from, recognize the history behind it, understand all the negative stereotypes around those styles, and be an advocate against it. Otherwise, you're ass is just a cosplayer, because that is literally the difference between cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation. And listen up.
Yeah, like with me, I basically culturally appreciate. That's the thing though. I want to culturally appreciate, not appropriate.
Because I don't understand why people don't act like cultural appropriation can't happen to black African American people.
If you've seen chopsticks through somebody's head
And a white lady wearing a kimono,
Or a black dude wearing a sombrero.
people acknowledge that as cultural appropriation every day. Now, why is that any different than a white dude wearing grills, chains, Jordans, do-rag with a snapback turned backwards? Now, another
Why us specifically though? Why is it that we are the primary targets when it comes to these type of shits though?
Another important question I want to ask, which I thought of when I saw the Billie Eilish.
Like, are we really that great though? Are we that supreme though that they have to try this hard to fuck us over to become us or something? Are we that great though? And I mean, here's the thing: there were some Asians though where I forgot what the nigga name is, but he's something Godfrey or some shit though. He basically said that the thing is like, you know what? We want what you have. We're jealous of you. It's just that you lack unity. That's the thing. So literally, when it comes to the Asians, they literally admitted that they want what we have. They literally admitted that they envy what we got, and they want and they basically they want to be us. They want to have what we got. They want to basically be in our position, but it's just that we lack unity. That's the issue.
Pictures. Correct me if I'm wrong, but would you agree that she is trying to present herself as masculine in some of these outfits? So why is masculinity synonymous with Black American culture? Think about that for a second. Black men are viewed as hyper-masculine, almost as not even human sometimes. You could say I'm reaching right now. It's a conversation worth having.
Masculine, all that stuff. Yeah, that's actually okay. I would actually not mind. I would actually not mind that. In fact, I would say we should basically go ahead and increase that shit though.
Music. If you know, rock music, country music, all invented by Black people. But they were taken over, and today's date, we are seeing them as white genres. One thing I will never forget is how they tried to take Lil Nas X Old Town Road and try to say that was not country. That had to be a race thing, bro. Now, out of all the genres that Black people invented, I would say hip-hop is the one that is still seen as a Black genre, which even then has a lot of stereotypes against it. People make videos all the time talking about, oh, if you only listen to rap, this is a problem. If you only listen to rap, you're this, you're that. And those have some major racial implications behind them.
I'm weaker. I'm stupider. I'm an idiot.
Now, obviously, rap is not exclusive to Black people. You got Eminem, you know, Jack Harlow's, and even Post Malone used Black people, Black music, and Black hairstyles to come up and then switch genres and become a full-blown country pop white artist, which no.
And the problem is that the thing is like we allowed them in and all that stuff on today. I'm not gonna lie, not everybody gets to be a guest in our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like not everybody just gets to be a guest here. No.
Nobody ever really seems to point out, but I'm on to you. The thing with some of these white artists is that some of them are able to portray their music without really stealing Black styles. Like, for example, Eminem. Eminem does not force a Black accent, bro. But there are new artists like Ian, for example, who low-key throws on a Black accent in their music.
What's your name and where you from?
I'm Ian. I'm from St. Louis.
Oh, God. I ain't play about nothing.
Oh, that's so Black. That is so Black. That is so Black.
It's a little weird because the way he presents himself is like suburban kid. Good thing. Overall with music, I feel like it's very important that we recognize where everything originated. As much as you might think rock music is some American genre that was invented by long-haired white dudes with tattoos all over,
it's Black as well.
Over their body. The origination can actually be traced all the way back to like Africa from back in the day. And I think white rappers are fine. I think as a white rapper, you gotta do your part into not being a culture vulture and actually advocating for the Black community. I'm not out here telling you to be Martin Luther King Jr. or nothing, but dude, don't be a cosplayer. Overall, in conclusion, and this is just my opinion, so once again, don't take this as the opinion of all Black people. To me, I would say white people have demeaned a lot of things. Jobs have been taken, lives have been ruined, dreads have been chopped, women have been stereotyped and stigmatized, and seen as...
Yeah, this also kind of happened to me. There was a time where I had dreads and I wasn't able to be allowed into a school, so I had to get rid of my dreads to get into the school, just for them to change the rule a year later.
Trashy, ghetto, and obnoxious for some of these styles, whether that's through hairstyles, clothing styles, music styles.
So that's a big contribution to my hatred, a contribution of my hatred though.
Speech patterns, and now all of a sudden, a lot of people who are white, but other races as well, are starting to steal this swag. And in my opinion, if you're gonna...
But you know what the worst thing about them is that basically, you know what, we could have just went to a different school. We could have just went to a different school that was fine with it, but no. They just had to insist on basically getting... But no, even my own family had to insist on basically like, you know what, get rid of this. You're going to basically comply to the, oh, fuck, nah. Here's the thing, even against my own family, fuck them too though for this.
Gonna do that. You gotta 1, acknowledge where it came from. 2, don't try to act like you did something new. And 3, pay respects to the people who did it before you, bruh. I think if you do those 3 things, I would say that is cultural appreciation versus cultural appropriation. Which again, a lot of people seem to forget that Black American culture is not just American culture. If you steal that, it's the same thing as stealing something from the Chinese, stealing something from Mexico, etc. But that was some ways that current day white people are ruining Black culture. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know anything.
Yeah, I agree with the majority of these though. I agree with the majority of these. So, holla, like, Wait, there's more.
Else I missed or could have talked about. I'm very sure that there's going to be a lot of sensitive people in the comments talking about, oh, it's not that deep, stop crying, etc. I promise you,
Yeah, fuck those people.
I am not highly upset or nothing like that. I'm just seeing a problem and addressing the issue. And obviously, once again, this is not a dish.
Even if I was upset or I'm not, though, either way, fuck them. Fuck those people. Like I said, this is why I'm saying it's okay. This is why I am absolutely okay with crimes being legalized selectively. Like, it's okay to kill some people. It's okay to fuck them up. It's okay to basically do torture or do like certain to do crimes and basically not just to anybody, but we have to handpick like a. We have to like handpick some of the motherfuckers that don't matter, and let's apply to just them, not just to anybody. Like, let's choose and let's categorize them. You know what I'm saying?
It's to all white people, obviously. I know that there is plenty of great white people in this world, and I'm not racist. I have white friends. With that being said, make sure you like the video.
Yeah, you can still be against them all this stuff on the street, but then again, you get to be that because you're part of the fucking the bullshit that they've bestowed on you and I. So yeah, thanks for the video, and I'm gonna see you in the next one, fam. I'm out.